I was looking into hip hop and I was looking like the people that had like the greatest downfall. Chance the Rapper.
Oh yeah,
Bro.
You say this all the time.
Bro, cuz
Right.
the guy dropped an album or whatever, talking about how much he loves his wife. And that's his downfall. That is crazy to me.
But now they're getting divorced.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, you ruined your career while dropping the worst album ever about how much you love this
I love
woman.
my wife.
We're haters, though.
It was all because he went to Jamaica.
Yes, and he did the dancing.
Yo.
Hello.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. We're starting again. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another
Do you guys
episode.
want to know what he said before?
Yep.
Do you want to know how he started? Nah. Imagine I snitch right now, man. What just happened?
Did your seat fall?
I think
Something fell off. Was it?
All right.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Disruption Podcast.
Yo.
Yes, sir, man.
Thank
For
you.
what?
Yep, thank you. All my backup dancers are making noise.
Hello. Fuck up dancer.
Nah, hey, it's been a minute. We're back in the city.
Oh my days, bro.
Snore the Baghdaddy.
Chief of Sergeant in the building, baby.
It's girl, my Weezy.
It's the Prince.
Else, welcome.
Episode 245 on their head top, man.
2:45.
Yes, sir.
We're here.
All good things happen in
So
245.
much has happened.
Too much has happened.
Too much sauce.
Yeah.
Too much sauce.
Yeah. But, despite all of that,
For that.
make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. I feel like you guys didn't hear me the last episode when I said comment. You really should. That was a good episode to comment on.
Honestly, that's one of my favorite episodes we've done in a while.
You're stupid for not commenting, so make sure you do it this
Stupid, man.
time. So make sure you comment, man, and let us know what you think in Spotify. Rate us, Apple Podcasts, rate us as well. And yeah,
That's the one.
we are here.
Okay.
It's cold.
It is
It's actually cold, bro.
We came back to a colder city.
Broski, when the Donny on
Jamaica
the...
was so
Oh,
tropical.
Jamaica now.
Wasn't always
What's up,
Jamaica?
Morocco?
I thought we were in New Caledonia or something. I don't know. Different places. I was just saying different places. No, that's not what we're doing. When the Donny on the plane said, I should give him his proper name, the pilot.
Ah, yes.
Not just some random Don. He goes, and the ground temperature right now in Melbourne is 14 degrees. I let out the biggest sigh in my life, bro. I said, shut up,
Bro, you're like, yeah, back to reality.
what
Back
is
to
14 degrees?
Start hearing people in their seats. Boo.
Bro, literally, where's the tomatoes at, man? Because the cockpit is going to have to catch it right now, man. Bro, cold, my guy. Yeah, we're back. Look at this. Everyone's got their hands. Bro, what is this,
Hey,
man?
bro, it's cold, man.
Mad thing,
Cold in
bro.
the studio, bro.
But like we said, a lot has definitely happened. Are we jumping into recap straight away or what?
What are we doing?
Do you want to do a game?
Okay.
I
you go
do feel
first.
like playing a game right now.
Okay, let's play a game. Everybody take your boards, please.
Yeah, you got them. Thank you very much.
Alrighty. Since Carlos has been requesting a top 3 for a while now, we are going to go back to top 3. And this
Yes,
one
sir.
is a special one since we have just come back from our holiday. Kind of related, kind of not. So don't worry, Carlos.
So definitely not
Yeah,
related.
yeah.
That's
Kind
what
of
it
related,
sounds
kind of
like.
not. All right, so today's top 3 is top 3 reasons people choose to have a destination wedding.
That's a good one.
Why do they choose
Oh, wow.
to do it?
Oh, I like this.
What are the reasons people choose to do it? All right, cool. Today's top 3 is top 3 reasons people choose to have a destination wedding. Who would like to go first?
I may as well because I don't have any belief in my list.
I'll go second because I don't believe in my
All
list.
right. My name is Minister Chief today,
Minister Chief.
the head ordainer. What do they call that person that does it? Officiant, celebrant.
We actually got to say, so I might as well do mine.
Do.
But it's just different order. Right, yeah, go.
Okay. Well, number one, I said somehow it's cheaper to do, or they get more value for money by going to the overseas destination
that's number
instead. That's number one. Number two, which I think should be number one, is that they've got overseas family. So they've got family that is just, there's a lot of them in that place. Let's just go there and get married over there.
Okay.
And number three, they just want to change the scenery. They want,
I like
they want to
that
get
one.
married
Nice
somewhere
and simple.
different. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's exactly my bad, just a different order.
Okay.
So, different experiences, number 1. Number 2 is family. Number 3 is money related.
Okay, literally. Yeah.
That's nice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What do you have
I
for
don't know why neither of you guys had this. My first one was to cull invites. Like, just to get rid of certain people, it's easier than to actually say we don't
Yeah.
invite. Second one was just the vibes, so maybe that's
No vibe.
You know what I mean? Like the vibes of a new place.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's easier to sit on as well.
Why does he just kamikaze himself for a joke, bro?
Because she said time's up. I said, you know what? Time is up.
Easier to sit on, bro.
Easier to
You're
sit
actually
on.
not
It is
serious.
easier to sit on in Bali.
It is
So if
indeed.
you're number
Ping pong.
2, can you Be a bit more specific.
Okay, what did you guys put as your thing?
Nothing. Nothing at all,
You
my
guys
friend.
are good.
What's
You guys
the vibes?
like as in the vibes of a new place. Like a new
Man
place.
said they'll find a definition.
Is it also similar to scenery?
Don't you? It's
location,
not similar to a damn thing on my list.
What?
Okay.
But I think the vibe
Anyways.
is what
It's like
It's just something
like the
tasty.
vibes of like all of our friends are in a new country, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Like the experience. I think you should have said that.
The experience.
Yes.
Alright.
Sit on. I said the experience, definitely.
Okay, so the
Bro,
experience.
Thailand
Cool.
changes,
Alright, so
man, bro.
we will go from number 5. In number 5, we've got, for some people, they find it to be stress-free. So you give your plans to the
right.
planners
Yeah, they did
overseas.
say that.
They plan it for you. A lot of things are just easier to do that way. No one else is getting involved in the planning process because it's all overseas.
Big facts. Unless your family lives there.
Unless your family lives there. In number 4, we've got the potential to save money. So money is a big thing for people.
That's 4.
Yep, that is number 4.
Cheaper to do.
That is number 4. In number 3, we've got a smaller guest list.
Aha.
So for a lot of people, it means
Mr.
that they
Sit-on.
can
That
cut
is
down
good, yeah, that-
on who's there and who comes. In number 2, we've got an intimate atmosphere / spending quality time with your friends and family.
The vibes. Did I not say your friends?
Like, what does that mean? Like,
It means because you're doing a destination wedding, now you can spend time with your friends, your family leading up to the wedding.
He does
it's
have
not
to,
just that we
can't lie.
see you on the day type of thing. So that's why I was telling you, elaborate on the
Yeah,
vibes.
which I
So
said
I'll give it
friends.
to you,
Thank
the
you.
Vibes. And in number 1, we've got the location. So people want beautiful scenery, beautiful
yes,
weather,
yes. So
all
we-
of that wonderful stuff put together.
Technically, we only got 2. One of them is in top 5, so he has to
Yes.
take the dub.
So I think Noor,
no, it takes
even with his last one being
He has to take the
a
dub.
bit crazy,
Too much sauce.
took my sauce.
give that one to
So is
Noor.
it cheaper?
If it depends where
Value
you
for
go.
money. So what we were saying was like with the wedding we were just at. Like if they were to do that in Melbourne, genuinely, I think it would be closer to like
bro, yeah.
280.
We were doing up
To get the
numbers.
same
Yeah.
outcome to get
Whereas
the same
like
280.
280,000.
Yeah, no, we were,
Because like
we
put
were
it this
doing
way,
calculations.
like,
bro,
Okay, can
I'm
we
sure
talk
they
about
wouldn't
it?
care. I'm sure they wouldn't care. Like we won't say the number they spent, but it's
No,
like,
obviously.
Oh, that's beautiful.
but it's like they had 60 people working
60
on the wedding.
slaves.
literally working.
Relax.
60
But for like 72 attendees.
Yeah.
How
So these
crazy
guys
is
were
that?
just, like they set up the whole thing as a venue in like what 20 hours, let's call it, right?
Yeah.
Or not even.
In someone's like in a backyard.
Because it's a
It's a
villa.
massive villa.
It's just a
Yeah.
massive
That can
villa.
be
So it's not
repurposed for
a reception venue.
But
So
then
they
like,
repurposed it for that.
but then like all the things that you get out of it, whatnot, and then obviously they had the fireworks at the end and this and that.
The
and, like,
buffet.
like, it was just beautiful.
The
Like, it was
live
beautiful.
band, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
live band. all this kind of
Brisky,
stuff.
280
How many
plus.
people?
How many people were
Like,
posted
let's
up?
Doing calculations.
Let's say 75 rounded up. Yeah.
I'm doing calculation for
He's
my
doing
wedding.
no. Look what he wrote down.
I read 70.
Nice.
That's gonna be
Yeah, bro. So-
It's crazy. So that value for money thing is very
Actually
real.
makes sense, huh?
Very, very real.
Wow.
It was beautiful though. It
was a magical time, bro.
It was so beautiful.
I think Ma was asking me yesterday, she's like, yo, what's your highlight of like, you know, the trip being? I was like, genuinely, the wedding was my highlight. And
Yeah.
that, I reckon the lead up to it and then even the day after kind of vibes of just like,
hanging out.
I was even deep and I was like, bro, I've never been on a holiday like that where,
To just exist.
yeah, to just exist,
Yeah.
but then also having people around that like, we didn't go on a holiday together, but we're around you. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know what I mean?
Linking up with everyone.
Because we had bridal party, but we also had like the bride and groom's family with
Yeah.
us too, whatnot.
Friends.
It was so, and honestly, bro, I was cozy. Groom's mum was looking after us, bro.
Yeah.
My goodness, bro. I felt
Shout
so
out, Auntie.
loved. I was cozy there. Do you need this? Yes, I do. How did you know?
Dragon fruit.
What a time, man.
You know what's sometimes beautiful? It's not just in terms of going on holidays, but you don't experience things with people that you know. If you were to do this your own, you would actually never do it with them.
That's crazy.
Right?
Why do you say it like that?
Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. But it's like if I was to do, hey guys,
Like, there's no other reason I would have been put into this room
Like,
or this space together, kind of thing.
Yeah,
most times.
it's
Yeah.
like, but the fact that I'm experiencing this with you, is actually such a beautiful thing as well.
sure.
Because I know if I was to plan it, I would just go with the usual people. So once in a while, it is nice. So I should do things with people that it's not part of your circle. Really.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
What a time, bro. Did you guys feel rested? Oh, freak! I don't know about you.
I feel rested though. How was it though? Obviously from Bali to Thailand. Why you die? Why you die?
Bro, we guessed him. I'm so hard.
Nah, you know what's messed up, bro? I was fighting for my refund.
You're not getting that. Once the flyers passed, you're not getting
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Hey, man, if you want to know, ask Carlos for the paid content, bro. The guy,
Hey, honestly, we're gonna have to do a pay content.
the guy can give you some information for $5, bro. But just know there was a seat for Mr. Abdallah that was empty.
What was I sitting though?
He said, where was I? You went with us, so maybe, I don't know. You would have had a good time. It's good to go on a holiday with people that you wouldn't normally go with, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It is nice. It's nice.
But y'all feel rested?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, damn. Miles, yes, is not very confident
I'm,
around it.
I'm a bit tired,
You know-
but not jet lagged or anything.
Well, what's tired from what?
I don't know what it is. I'm just tired.
27, old bones.
birthday.
Old
Happy
age has
birthday,
hit me
bro. Happy
like
birthday.
a truck for sure. I was telling you before. I think I'm getting a bit old. Everything is just. I just feel tired.
That's so mad, bro.
I'm
Talk to
joking.
me.
I'm joking. I'm
No,
not
no,
tired.
no, no.
I'm
It's
not-
okay, it's okay.
That's
to tell
fine.
us.
That's
I am
fine.
in my prime.
You okay?
Amen.
Is it like you just like being at home?
I love being at home.
Yeah.
I like literally leading up to.
Do ripped
returning
jeans
back.
annoy you now?
Do what?
Ripped jeans annoy you?
I don't wear. I never did.
Oh.
And I hope
Do
no
you
one ever
hate it
does
when
in
young
front of
people
me.
are loud in public?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I do.
Oh,
think
man's
that
trying
way.
to say she's turning into.
Yeah.
Auntie.
I am not an aunt. I am.
You literally are an auntie.
Do you like
But
sleeping in? Like, do you like to sleep?
I just like being at home.
You like
but I
waking
think that's
up-
just me. I just like being at home.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not anything with
That's
age.
fine.
We're all the same age, guys. So, I mean, are you guys tired? Do you like ripped jeans? Do you like
Not tired. No,
Love
not,
ripped
not a
jeans?
fan. No, not a fan.
Not a fan, not a fan.
And what was the other one?
Loud people in public.
loud people?
I am loud people in
He
public.
is loud people in public. Man's a youngin', bro.
Oh my days!
But it was a time.
yeah,
Honestly, it felt like we were away for a millennial.
That's what this
Too
does.
long, bro.
Yeah, this what
I don't know about too long. Okay, for me, there's
For
never
me,
too
this
long.
one- so what I was saying to Carson, I was actually saying this to my mom as well, 'cause she was asking how the holiday was. I was like, cause the wedding felt like what we went for.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah,
and then we attached a holiday to it.
yeah,
So it wasn't like I didn't need a holiday.
yeah.
Like, I gave
the
myself
trip
one.
served its purpose.
Yeah, and
when
you know,
the wedding was done.
you know, like sometimes when you sleep in an extra like 2 hours and now you're groggy
yeah.
because you slept too
Yeah,
much.
but you're kind of
It's
fine
kind
with
of that. It's like you didn't
Yeah.
need to do this.
Yeah,
Didn't need to be away for an extra.
Bro, it
But
felt
it
like
was
a
cool.
month. It felt like a month.
It felt like a lot.
yeah.
Felt
Nah,
like-
it actually felt like a month. Yeah, I don't know how long it feels for y'all, but over
Bro,
here,
I was just trying to run away from responsibilities, man. Can't lie. Bro, but I was dealing with them while there at the same time. But then it just made me even realize, no, okay, I'm not like fearful running away like that. I'm saying like there was so much
they still had to do.
that I still had to do going into the holiday. And then I still had to deal with stuff whilst there.
On holiday, yeah.
And then I just knew as soon as I touched down.
Bro, in Thailand one night, it's like maybe 1 a.m. at this point. I was like, I need to go print papers. Bro, we find this random internet cafe and the guy's running down with a USB or something. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh man.
Bro, there's
It's-
an email that comes ahead, Daniel. We'll need you to sign off on this. I was like, how
Free-
can you
free
do
this guy,
this
bro.
in Thailand? Right, good luck, bro.
Oh.
Goodness.
It's literally, I think I got, when we got home, before I even like showered or anything or decided to eat, I think I responded to 3 emails, bro, and sent like 2 different messages out. I'm like, bro, what is
Wait,
this?
when'd you guys
God,
land?
God, help me, bro.
You guys land last night?
Last night.
Pretty much last night, yeah, late last night. Or we got home pretty late afterwards because we went with my family.
Like 1 a.m. kind of home?
Nah, we got home probably 1-ish or 11.
Okay.
11.
11.
Like 11.
I don't even know my time anymore, bro. All I know is I slept for years,
And they
bro.
just had to get up and then boom.
Oh, you slept in today?
No, I had to wake up again, bro. But I was back into it, man. It was big.
Nice.
But yeah, man, we're here. We're back. We're back.
Yeah,
It's good to be
we're
back,
back.
man. Honestly, yeah, it's good to be back. Good to be jump back
Yes.
into things, bro. But it
Sure.
was a time, though, man. I think there was a lot of different things that I even just peeped and saw, like even over there.
You know when you were
saying?
saying, do you feel relaxed? The only day that I felt like genuinely like I'm relaxed was when we did
The tour, the island,
the island tour in Thailand.
That was a
I was
good time.
genuinely like, I'm relaxed.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm
Even
relaxed.
in Your sister was saying that too.
That's the best day.
That's the best day that she's had.
Bro, there was a day we all
trip.
planned. We're all gonna have a good ass, like all of us.
It's 8 of us.
It's a group of
At
8.
this
8 of
point,
us.
it's 8 of us.
8 of us continued on to Thailand, right? And it was gonna be a good ass time, like an island. It was like snorkeling, stay by the island, watch the sunset, dinner, lunch, all that kind of stuff, right? Bro, I think we got home late the night before, so everyone just freestyled like food because everyone was pretty much closed. So everyone ordered this, ordered that. Yeah. Bro, next day, 3 people wake up packed up, bro.
Vomiting,
diarrhea, bro.
Whoa.
Packed
It was
up.
bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
like one of them ones where you walk into the lounge in the morning and you got 2 people just like.
Yo,
And
what's
they all
that?
ate the same thing.
What was
That's
that
the
food,
thing.
bro?
They all
Burger
ate the
King.
same.
Burger King, bro. And the funniest part is, I had a little chicken from Burger King. Yeah, I sorted myself out in the morning. You know, I think me on holiday. Yeah, if my stomach's doing gulu gulu, 2 situations in the morning, I'm good to go for the rest of the day. So I did that on the secret one. I didn't let anyone know that I was packed up too. But these 3 guys could not come. And honestly, it was probably our best day that we had in Thailand.
bro.
How does that make sense? The best day is the day where.
So no, not because they weren't there. But like the activity, it was hot.
You know what it is? It's because it's like you book the activity and then nothing's in your control.
Yeah.
The guy's just
I like
driving
that.
the boat.
Follow the instructions.
So you're just sitting there, and then they're playing music, and you're just like, oh yeah, I'll hum along. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that kind of vibe. You're just staring at
Quality come this way.
creation.
All right.
Yeah.
Everyone jump in the water, snorkeling, man. Go by the beach, sit down, just watch it. I think I swam out. I don't even know how far. A little bit out into the water too, chilling
Beach
there.
volleyball as
Beach
well.
volleyball, man.
Yeah, that was
Got
the-
back on the boat, watched the sunset,
That's
had a
like the
little
last
dinner.
2 days of the holiday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was the
Second or third last day?
Third last day. Third last day that we did that. What a time, bro. So it felt relaxing, bro.
Next destination for you guys?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Back home.
Motherland, bro.
Oh yes, that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
very
Motherland's
quick
en
straight
route.
away.
So yeah, honestly, okay. Like, obviously, I'm the type that always says everyone go on holiday, go on holiday, go on holiday. Say Tonga, leave me alone. I'm actually Fijian. Thank you. But wow, I looked at the calendar. It's kind of soon. I think we dragged it.
Very soon. It's one of those.
Guys. No, I actually thought about it. I was like, bro.
No, it's one of those where your
2
manager
months,
is
bro.
going to look at you and be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like
this is
you
actually
don't
too
care.
much. Like, what are you actually
Nah,
doing?
you actually joking. Bro, what would have made sense is like August.
Yeah.
Nah, gotta go away
Like
for the
September or
gotta
something
go away
like
for the
that.
anniversary
Like,
for
I see
that.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's anniversary holiday.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
that time.
that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
No, so
These guys are so stupid.
Bro, you know.
yeah, mistake, bro, mistake, man.
Oh, bro. So,
But hey, we thank God at the end of the day.
hey,
Do we
Thank
not?
the Lord. We've
We
seen the
thank
world.
God for the
Amen.
opportunity at the end of the
Amen.
day,
Seen the
bro.
world. What about
Bruh.
you? Next holiday destination?
I almost booked Japan. In,
On your ones?
to be honest, I wasn't really sure.
What do you mean?
So Jetstar had this deal.
The deals, yeah.
For 2 days.
Yeah. What?
No, like it's a 2-day deal.
Okay. Japan for 2 days would have been crazy.
Yeah,
Are the
yeah,
deals
yeah.
done? Are the deals done?
Yeah, that's why I sent it through. Because you were talking about Japan.
I thought they said until sold out or something.
That's what I
Oh
thought.
no,
No,
6. Yeah,
oh,
6.
well.
Who's selling out? Like, I
Such
haven't
is
checked. And my girl sent it to me on the second day because it's like a 2-day. I just start birthday, whatever. Yeah, I was looking through. I said, yeah, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. Who am I going with?
It's hot,
You know,
bro.
and my girl was busy that day, so she couldn't really reply to me. I sent it to some friends.
You almost just sent it.
I sent it to my family. I was like, yo, like,
Someone, please.
yeah, someone please say yes.
Please.
Yeah, long story short, I didn't book.
Yeah, long day, bro.
Damn.
Because, yeah, it was like the deal came, I only found out about it like 6 p.m. And it ends at 11:59.
Yeah, nah, bro.
So,
Fair.
It's
but
up
I,
there.
but I saw Hamilton Island, yeah, $200. I was like, to be honest, I could just book for everybody.
Yeah, and make people come with you.
No. I was like, TDE trip.
Yeah.
Let's
So
go.
why'd you do it? Huh?
Like, look, yeah. Because, bro, the deal was, this one was nice because this one is from like Jan 2025 all the way up until like Feb.
So you got time that you can choose days.
So I was like, between that time, so I was like, bro, Lakey got a birthday thing.
I've always thought it was just kind of risky planning like holidays that far ahead. I don't know why for me it seems crazy.
It was so cheap. I was like, bro, $200.
They're always going to be the cheapest if you do it that way for sure. Yeah. I don't know. I enjoy the thrill. I love the game, a lot of hustle, bro, of trying to figure out the most shanty place we can stay at because we're trying to save money now because we left it too late. I don't know.
Nah, I was booked. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. All I know is it's just still get out there. Like I said, I think we dragged it, but I'm happy to be dipping again. You know what I mean?
It's a big world. It's a nice
Big world, bro.
So much fun.
Damn, pack it up. While we were there,
Did you guys meet anyone there as well?
we did. Wait,
'Cause
what do you mean by meet?
Like, not meet, but like
We saw some people. There's some people that we know from Melbourne that we saw there
that's
for
what I
sure.
said.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Thailand and Bali. And then we made a friend in Thailand as well. On that day tour, the boat, little boat team that we had there. Yeah, we don't need to talk about that. But what I was gonna say.
Oh, yes.
What I was gonna say though, Marwa and I had this fun ass experience, or like a little bit of an eye-opening one. We felt kind of crazy though, because obviously you know how you go to these other countries, right? And especially when their economy is not as good as yours, you're always looked at as like you're the
King.
the king, you're the superior, you're the richer person, right? Whatnot. So Noor said I had to print off some documents, right? One of these nights. The day before, I'd already gone to that place as well to print off some other documents, yeah? And it cost $5 in Thailand to print off the paper at this place, right? Which is a coin. And it's about 20 cents AUD, right?
Yeah.
And then what happened is, Ma and I went out for breakfast, but I just left. I walked out with my phone and a fan. No wallet, no cash, nothing. I didn't even think about it because I'm like, we'll go to the restaurant, pay with card, like pay with my phone. No wallet, nothing, no cash on me, yeah? And then I get to the place to print off the document. They're like, yeah, cash only. I said, frick. What the heck we're going to do here? I'm like, how much? He said $5. I'm like, brother, that's 20 cents, bro. So Mo and I had to get creative with it, yeah? So we went to the petrol station nearby, and I was trying to talk to this local Thai guy, and I didn't want to just straight up ask for 20 baht. Because, sorry, $5, because I'm like, I don't take your money. Like, I don't know why we didn't just ask, to be honest, like on a straight up thing. My thing was, I was like, yo, I'll buy this.
Now you're doing me a favor. I have to do you a favor.
Yeah, so I was like, yo, hey, I'll buy. For this guy, it was kind of funny. I wanted to pay for his stuff and then say, give me $5, but he wasn't understanding that part.
Yeah.
The English was not communicating. So he was just confused with what I was trying to say. And then I was like, all right, look, there's this stick of Mentos right here. It costs 10 baht. I'll buy it for you. You give me 5 baht. In my head, I thought it was a good deal, but then I deeped it. Donnie wasn't even planning on buying that, so he's going to spend 5 baht for no reason. Anyways, communication breakdown was happening. The guy did not understand what the heck I was saying, bro. I moved to the next person. I think he looked like he was a foreigner, but I think he lived there from how it seemed a little bit, or maybe he'd been there and extended. I'm just like, hey, can't lie, bro. Like, we need 5 baht. Right? We need 5 baht right now, bro. I need to go print off this paper. I got no cash on me. This is that. I tried to do the whole system where I'll buy a drink for you, this, that. He's like, hey, honestly, bro, take it. It's 5 baht. I said, I know. I didn't want to start off the conversation like that. Bro, but then we're walking away. We're like, oh, thank God. Because we needed to print off those papers on that day. And I'm like, bro, if we really were just going to take that L and try to figure something, like, just ask, bro.
Yeah.
I deeped it. I'm like, bro, honestly, just
Especially when
ask.
so small. Small,
Yeah.
You know, to a foreigner that would be small, but it's like someone who was there and he clearly had the money to like spend because he was paying for petrol and something else or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, like why not? Or else we would have had to go all the way back home, spend money to go home, spend money to come back, and then spend money to go back home again.
But I was like, hey, man, we might honestly just have to try and I felt like, because I think I had my Crocs. I think I wore Crocs the whole trip pretty much. I had Crocs, shorts, and some like tropical tea. I'm like, bro, I wonder if these people think that we've ended up in Thailand, we're stranded, and we've now become like homeless or something like that, bro. It felt so scabby. It felt so dirty asking for this. But then I was like, bro, honestly, if we didn't just ask, like, would have been, I don't know what kind of, like, obviously we have to, spend, honestly, we would have spent, I think now, probably 40 AUD just to print off one piece of paper or something like that, bro. But I was like, hey, man, what holiday? Just freaking ask.
Life in general is just like that. Like, just ask. Like how bad can it be?
The worst you can get is a no.
The worst you can get is a no.
Of course.
It was a mission, man. I think I'm done with trying to do the whole be on holiday but manage life kind of thing.
Damn. Really?
No, I'd rather go and work, as in like I'm not on holiday. I'll change my scenery and just work, but not go on a holiday and try to force work into the pockets that, you know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Bro.
Like as in trying to be productive
while on.
actually
But that means that
Yes.
when you go mentally, you're like, I'm not going for a holiday.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to change my scenery.
I'm going,
Yeah.
I'm going to Vietnam to just vibe out
and
do
work
my
in
work
Vietnam,
there.
100%, bro. Because honestly, my mind didn't rest, bro. And I'm like, hey, this is not conducive, bro. I wake up, I was meant to be like, I'll wake up at like 7 a.m., do some work, and then by the time everyone's up, it'll be 10. Let's go and start our day. Bro, I wake up at 10 o'clock stressed.
Everyone wants to start their day.
I was like, I can't do this life anymore, man. But nah, it's good to be back there, man.
The time difference wasn't bad as well.
Wasn't
Like
horrible, bro.
3, 4.
Oh, yeah,
A little
like
3 hours,
Yeah,
bro.
it wasn't too bad.
Bro, but something that we realized constantly though throughout that whole period of time is, bro, you're gonna catch the beef that was going on, regardless of where you're at, regardless of what time it was. This was a constant theme of the whole trip. The beef that was going on with these two, only now two. I think the last episode we spoke. Which episode was it?
I don't know.
It might have been 3 episodes ago. We spoke about how J. Cole exited the beef, and with good reason. With absolutely good reason to have left this.
Cole left the beef. New people joining the beef, bro.
Bro, we're on the trip, and like I think especially the Thailand half of it.
Yeah.
It's just hey,
started popping
the
off.
new Kendrick drop. Hey, the new Drake drop. Bro, you just told me 30 minutes ago. Yeah. It's that fast, bro. Yeah. Absolute mad scenes were going on this whole time.
This is the best beef in hip hop history.
The best in hip hop history.
Nobody's ever had it.
What makes it the best?
It's just the best. Everything about it has just been perfect. The rollouts are perfect. Everything. Nobody has ever had a beef this good.
Bro, this felt like it's planned, bro.
This is actually like personal beyond business. Because a lot of hip hop beef has been about business in the past, right?
Money moves or
or
whatnot.
money or girls. Normally it's those things. Some stuff is coastal. I guess like when you talk, maybe we weren't around for it, but like Biggie, Pac, all that kind of stuff. It's like it's coastal, and like obviously those ones ended tragic. But it's like take Nas, Jay-Z. It's just more status than anything, whatnot. It's like I'm the best, no, I'm the best, that kind of thing. This one's genuinely like one guy's like, I think you're a horrible human being.
Yeah.
And the other one's like, okay. It's I have many thoughts. It's so entertaining to watch. I think, and I was saying this before, it's like I don't think anyone loses. I think hip hop wins. But it's starting to be hard to not look at Drake like the loser of this all. Just because, like, when you see somebody in the spin cycle and you're like, it's just not stopping for you. Like, everything you're doing looks like a misstep now. That's a bad look for somebody.
Jeez.
I hear that part, man. I think...
Yeah, can you go?
Because, okay, for me, I like to even take it beyond just like, this ain't no just hip-hop conversation, right? It's like, okay, I want to see what the two individuals think about each other in terms of just like, people right now, And I like to analyze and look at that. And when I'm seeing like, North saying one guy's genuinely...
Talking about
I hate the way... What did he say on
it's like I had the way
Euphoria?
you walk,
Sandra,
I had-
you raised a horrible man. I hope he dies.
Oh.
Phrase.
Oh,
Yeah, that part too.
Bro, like, I just wonder, Okay, I think one of my biggest things, which we haven't even gone into it yet in terms of what they've actually said yet. I think one of my things that I kind of found crazy just about this situation is how we've almost kind of trivialized some very serious things that
issues.
they're talking about
On both sides.
Yeah. That as a not even society, but people that are invested into this, the stakeholders of this discourse going on between the two fathers, and we're seeing them like they'll say serious things at each other in the form of disses, and then we'll be like, oh, he said that. Is that true? But then it's like, hey, someone needs to catch a potential case for this. We need to open.
Yeah, if this is true,
Can we investigate this a little bit,
this is
please?
true,
Okay, so this is
let's talk
my
about
thing with this. I think this is what I was saying on like social media and stuff. It's like I think there was so much stuff that just didn't seem believable that was being said, right? And then especially at the start the J. Cole end and then the Drake end as well towards Kendrick, right? I think Kendrick's merit has been that nothing seems far-fetched in what he's saying, right? And so Because to me, I like, because I've always said this, Drake is a master at beef.
He's 50 Cent.
He's good.
He's 50
Like,
Cent with it.
that diabolical level of once
Yeah.
I hate you, I hate. Like, I was thinking about this today. Like, 50 Cent wakes up on a random Thursday, in 2024 and goes, "How do I piss off Ja Rule today?" Over a beef from 2003. Okay, so it's like that's pettiness to the max. And I always thought Drake was great, and the way he handled the Meek one was unreal. Like, just straight bars. Put Meek in the spin cycle. Started calling him Twitter fingers. Made a whole man be known as Twitter fingers till this day. Like that is actually crazy, right? It's just a world tour, a girls tour, like all these kind of quotables, all this kind of stuff came out. Started rocking with guys from Philly, right? Who were siding with Drake, all this kind of stuff. And I was like, this is dope. Like, this is a great way to handle the beef. And I think now seeing Kendrick do the exact same thing to Drake is crazy. And I think it's just somebody was, I can't remember who was saying this. I think it was Joe Budden was saying, like, all the real lyricists have always known that, like, Drake bows out when he goes up against us. Like, the real MCs.
Drake bows out when he
goes up against lyricists.
Okay, right.
Pusha T bowed out. Joe Budden, there's opinions that he didn't ignite the beef as much. I would also say Joe Budden wasn't a worthy competitor to that extent.
Yeah, I was gonna
right.
say.
But you would say as an MC he's a worthy competitor, but in terms of success and all that, it's not. Now Kendrick as well, right? And then plus other people that have come and gone and whatnot. But for me, like, Kendrick won the bars. Kendrick won the flows. The beats were incredible. I think the one thing that I always enjoy is the link ups. So it's like, especially the last one, it's like he got Mustard to produce it. Obviously, it's just a really West Coast sounding track, all this kind of stuff. I think also the other thing is, like, all his link ups made you realize, like, how many people don't like this guy?
Legit.
And at a certain point, you go, okay, if this many people that are known as nice people feel this way, like, apparently Metro is one of the nicest guys, right? Like people
Have you heard
say,
Metro speak? BBL Drizzy.
You know how petty that is, but
He made him make some drums. He made him make some drums, bro.
The first rap beat diss in history, right? But it's like all these people, and all these guys that are known as, like, nice guys and whatnot, like, coming out, and it's like, okay, you might be a trash person.
Yeah, you might be.
Like, something has to be true. You know, like this. I mean, Jay had said this about Kanye on 4/4, where he was like, "Oh, if everybody's crazy, you're the one that's insane." Right? The same kind of thing.
I think.
But I think what Kendrick won, that is the most important thing, is the court of public opinion.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's not.
This is the
everyone,
first time
though.
when Drake first came into the scene. It was cool to be like, that guy's corny.
Yeah.
Right. And then it kind of washed away about 3 years after that. Right. And it became like 2012 onwards. It was like Drake, 2011 even. It's like Drake's kind of him, man.
The run, yeah.
Right. And then for the first time since, it's kind of cool to be like, I don't know how I feel about Drake, but it's not just that he's corny. It's now that he's creepy. And I don't know if you can wash that one off.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can. That one actually hinders. That's why I say that he might lose.
But this, even me now, I think I was saying that, like, at the end of the day, there's going to be, like, no winner or loser, really. There'll be, we can have, you know, you can say, oh, there's a loser on the rap beat, but most of the times, especially when the way it looks like now, it's like subjective at the end of the day, compared to like a complete washout of a Meek situation,
I was
right?
saying on my side of, like, TikTok and social media, people are saying that Drake is the one that's got the upper hand currently right now.
Yeah.
Like, everything that he's saying, because of that, he's feeding, you know, false information, and then Kendrick is taking that and running with it. They're like, okay, Drake clearly is the one who's taking the upper hand in this situation.
Yeah.
It's very hard to determine, like, who's a clear winner. Because, I mean, I listened to Drake's one. I mean, not Drake's one. Kendrick, his most recent one. I was just like, so what is real? You know what I mean? He's talking about, like, he's got a daughter and this and that. That was like...
But yeah, and I think that's my thing with, like, I don't know about the necessary win of it, because they're both amazingly successful. They're not going to lose any of that compared to, like, Drake versus Meek. Drake was a lot more successful than Meek at that time, and Meek is now washed out in terms of the beef, right? So these two guys now are, I think we'll have, and even like, I think because Drake also has people that follow him that aren't rap fans. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's never going to lose. It's not going to be a majority swing of, like, Drake suck, this is that. What I wanted to say in terms of, like, I'm not even looking for the winner of this, is why I wanted to look into, like, what are these Donnies saying about each other more so, because those that are past that I'm like, this is juicy. And not for gossip's sake, but like Kendrick saying, like, you're raising your son without morals. You don't teach
him how to pray.
You don't teach him how to pray, kind of thing. That kind of stuff. I'm like, okay, so wait, what are you up to now? Like, oh right, like what are you like? Okay, what are you doing? Oh, what do you see now that is like, okay, this is what you hold as important. I'm like, these are dope conversations to then have around it. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, no, you can't win or loser. Like, what is that? You know?
So this is okay. Jump back one, and then, because I like what you're saying. For me, a loss, especially, is like, if I can destroy the thing that you love, you've lost. Okay. So, for example,
So what would Drake want to be?
Success and being at the pinnacle is what he loves, and I think he cares about that more than anything else, right? And his raps always like that, right? So it's not just assuming this. It's like, that's a fair thing to say, right?
Yeah.
Right. Started from the bottom, now we're here. All this kind of stuff, blah blah blah, whatnot. If these creepy allegations stick to him, right, and people can't look at you the same anymore, right?
The pedophile stuff,
he's not a pedophile. He's too famous for that.
But all that stuff, right?
Allegations,
Right?
What a defense,
it's allegations, but it's stuff that we've always been like side-eye about anyway, right? The Millie Bobby Brown.
What did he say about Millie again in the rap?
I don't know what he said.
He said something like,
but then it was like, so this is my thing. So if I can do that, then it makes everybody, like, let's be honest, why do we all not enjoy listening to R. Kelly now? Because convicted, all this stuff, but even prior to him being convicted, we were all kind of like, I don't know if I should be liking this anymore, right? Same kind of thing goes on
You
here,
had a
right?
video about Kelly, bro.
We had a video, but
you don't realize.
but we also have like there's many stories going around about this guy, right?
Who, Drake?
About Drake, like a whole bunch. There's the video going around of when he kissed the 17-year-old on stage, right? Like, but it's like he didn't know she was 17 and all this kind of stuff. But it's a tough one. That one, I don't know where you.
Because that one just depends on
the situation. It's different, right? But it's like, I think if you can change that public narrative around the person, then you take away the fact that you're the pinnacle. You take away all the success that ends up coming with being at the pinnacle, right? And then I'm like, that's a loss, right?
That's true.
That's like, take again 50 Jar. 50 really made Jar not look like a street guy, and his whole thing was, I'm a street guy, right? And so that means you lose, right? And so, like, that's where I'm like, I think there's also many layers. It's like Kendrick came in as like literally the smaller guy and proved, I've got connections with the street guys. I've got connections with the fans. I'm in tune with myself. I'm growing as a human. Because this goes into what you're saying about like, where are they at now, right? Because it's like, even you look at like the angle that each one has taken, right? It's like the place from which you're speaking is like, we've said this so many times, but it's like, Drake's just a cool figure, but like, I would not want to be this guy. Whereas like, you're Kendrick, you're looking at me like, or Cole's a great example as well, where you're like, you just look like you love your family. And that's all you want to do.
So I think
I'd be you.
In terms of when you say where you're speaking from is an important part, because like, Kendrick comes in on like, hey, let me talk to you for a bit. Let me sun you for a little bit, and like, let me chat to you about like, okay. And that's what makes me realize just how much he hates this guy, because for you to not like you
there's no bars about money, there's no bars about actual rap success.
Dog, a whole rap beef just to say, let me tell you, I do not like the way you're living your life. Not on a let me chat to you. That's how much I don't even want to talk to you about this. I want the whole world to think this as well, and hopefully it changes something about it. It's a very weird love-hate kind of situation that is coming from a different angle of it, you know?
We could go back to what you were saying in terms of take something that they love. And let's say Drake loves the fame and this and that. Then I don't think he's going to lose that, if that's what he loves. Because honestly, there was also a survey. You know how people talk in Twitter, like, you know, if you had J. Cole, Drake, or Kendrick, and you had to remove, or you had to pick one. No one's gonna pick Kendrick over Drake. You know, so that what even last time we did it, no one chose Kendrick, right? I don't know if your answer will still be the same if you pick Kendrick over. It's gonna be between Drake or J. Cole, but most people pick Drake. So by that logic, that means that Drake will still get what he wants.
I think as long as the narrative doesn't change at large, because I think if the narrative really changes, then it just becomes a very different thing. And I think also while most of his fans. Or he's a commercial pop artist. He was still elevated by fans of hip hop, by, you would say, mostly like American fans, mostly black fans, all that kind
I
of
think
stuff.
so,
And if
but it's
those
been carried away though by them.
But
by
if
everyone
those
else.
people stop seeing him as, like, let's be honest, whatever black people have said is cool is what ends up being cool, right? Especially black Americans, right? So it's like if they say this guy's not cool anymore, eventually maybe 3-4 years later, right? It dries up like that. The tap is turned off. Eventually, you know, there's no water at the end of the river.
These are crazy numbers though that he's got at the end of the day.
But
So like, it's
no one
kind
will
of
match these numbers, all this kind of stuff, blah blah.
Yeah.
But I think it's still.
There'll be a taint, but I don't think it'll be enough of a.
This is
you know?
if everything sticks and whatnot. I think
Like, you would have to really stick.
Yeah.
Because the same way when people called him corny and this and that, he ended up being
Yeah.
that came number one.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, had to switch up his style a lot.
Yeah.
to not be corny anymore.
You know, that's what about
Yeah,
10K
yeah.
and all that came
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
But that's what it's like, oh, who's this corny last kid
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
But he was still doing what he's doing, and then
For sure.
But I think that's different in regards to that's him changing up like his
Direction.
style and stuff. In regards to now, we're talking about these allegations coming
Yeah.
into play. You can't really change
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
you know. And especially
can't,
him
yeah.
being like a lover boy. Like
Yeah.
that's what he wants.
The
That's what
worst
people know him
lover boy
as. You know,
now.
I'm the lover boy. He's a lover boy, and then now all of these allegations, even if you know it turns out not being true. Like when something like that comes up, it really does.
It's a taint.
Yeah,
It's
and now
cra-
people are like trying to find connections.
bro,
Oh,
I think,
like-
I think to an extent,
Bro,
man.
this bar alone was crazy. Certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
Damn.
God damn, bro. Leave him alone. He can't breathe.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what I mean. I think if something comes out and really sticks and people are actually able to make
Yeah.
that proper connection, like what happened with Diddy, where it's literally like the lawsuit literally says what's happened, right?
Yeah.
That
I also think that those things have to taint as well. Like as a society,
Well,
if
as a
they
society,
don't,
they have
then
to-
what's wrong with
and
us? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
where I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
just
But-
generally things need to start being proven.
Yes.
Yes.
Right?
So-
There
so-
needs to be
so that's-
receipts. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure again. Bro, this guy's diabolical. 50 he was the one that put out the evidence of Ross being a correctional officer.
Correction officer,
Right?
Yeah.
And so it's like once there's paperwork, it's like, well, what are we gonna say
Yeah,
now,
you
right?
can't-
I'm
can't
pretty
deny
sure
it.
he put out the stuff of John murdering like being informants or something like that as well and stuff like that. So it's like once there's paperwork, it's like, well, what can we say now?
can't deny it.
You know what I mean?
yeah, but that's what I mean. Where it's like, because now there's evidence,
Which
there's
is-
a tape, there's
yes.
this, there's that.
Now, like, let's say, I think this one's been very like debunked. The whole Kendrick being like beating his wife thing, all this kind of
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
or beating women. Because there was also this
Included that.
other thing about like him beating up a woman in Vegas, like in 2014, and all of it's kind of been proven not true. But I'm like, let's say you prove that, okay? Then for me, I'm like, what does Kendrick say that he loves, or what about his outward perception does he love the most? It's the whole I'm a man of the people.
Yeah.
Right? The people trust me. Women feel safe around me. I value women. I value all this kind of stuff, family, whatnot. So then it's like, if you can prove that,
Packed up.
packs up a lot of things,
Packed
right?
up.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I don't, personally, I don't.
He said, I hope it does. I hope it's not.
No,
that's what
like, there's many reasons. Like,
I mean, there's no personally
her
anything, you know what I
brother
mean?
is like reposting and like running commentary on Twitter about it, like in full love of Kendrick. So I'm like, personally, I'm not
Unless you got hit
loving.
with a little.
I don't think.
Hey, we don't know.
I'm not publicly, you know.
Hey, when he's giving you a little
for beating my sister,
Bresky,
Nah, bro.
The heart of man is deceitfully wicked,
Nah,
bro.
bro.
You can know it.
Bro, chicken 7 mil.
I don't know about all that.
Bro. But that's
on,
what,
man, with
bro,
a young
that's what
fancy-
happens over there,
I'll
bro.
take the money and not tell. But I'm not gonna be tweeting on your behalf.
Nah. And an extra 2 million on top.
Come on, man.
Go chat down, bro.
Yeah, but I think that's the main thing. I think someone only loses if you can take away the
Yeah, I
thing
agree
that
with
they
that.
love the most. And I think
Yeah.
where then it comes into like all of us. I think honestly, I just think there's two things. One, we're fickle as fans. We're always fickle. Like it doesn't matter. Like what happened. Like go Drake and Meek when it happened. I remember when the thing came out and everyone was like, "Damn, you really didn't write." And then two weeks later or whatever, everyone's like, "Hey, buddy, should have kept your mouth shut. Doesn't matter if he doesn't write, yeah." But so we're fickle, but also it's like, I think as we also grow up and we start to go like, because my thing's always like, hey, the middle is a good place to be. I don't need to pick a side here.
Yeah.
Right?
Pick a sword.
I'm gonna enjoy this regardless. But it's like there's an element of like you grow up and you kind of go like, okay, like who do I like? Like who would I like to hang out with?
Yeah.
Who would I invite to my dinner table? All this kind of, who would I, you know what I mean? Who would I trust in my circle, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, it's kind of the person that I want to end up being like more. And that's who I end up enjoying more as well.
But you're the fan that's in the middle, which is dope.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of riding on either end.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly right. So if you have a fan over here and you're debating with them, and then you bring this up, and then they go, "Show me the proof,"
Yeah.
and then now all of a sudden you can't show me the proof. And say, cool,
That's what I'm
done.
saying. I saw I saw someone put like a poll or something of like who you think's. I don't care, bro. Like, what do you do? I think it's winning right now, bro. Like, let me analyze these men. Pause right now. Like, let me see what's going on in your life.
Okay,
and that's what I love the most
Sorry.
about this.
Now about mentality. This is what I was gonna say before. If somebody like, so basically the last thing that Drake dropped, he starts like taking a dig at Kendrick, basically saying like, you are a victim of molestation and hence why you are so sensitive about this, right?
Crazy.
Which I'm like,
Crazy.
there's no rules in a rap beef, which is fine. I'm not the type.
You just found a rule?
Huh?
Are you about to say you found a line?
I don't
just
think
now?
I found a rule. I just now think you're a weirdo for using this as ammo. You get what I mean? It's like, for example, certain things have always made me uncomfortable, but I'm like, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Right? So, for example, Jay and Nas, when they were beefing, Jay said something about, not in Takeover, and in the other track, he basically says something about like, do it with your baby mama and leave condoms on the baby car seat, right? Like in your car with your baby mama, leave the condoms on the car seat, right?
So I would never say this.
And then Jay's mom was like, you need to go on radio and apologize for that. When Pusha T was dissing Drake and said, OVO 40 hunched over, like blah, blah, tick, tick, tick. Like he's going to die soon because he's sick, right? I was like, ugh, too much for me to say out of my, because I believe in the power of the tongue, right? But it's fair game, you know what I mean? Whatever. This one's just like, I'm like, if someone goes, you're a pedo, and you go, and you're a victim. I don't know where we're going with this.
Did you find that out in the group chat?
Like, buddy, you didn't kill it. You know, and so he was referencing Kendrick's song "Mother I Sober," right?
Yeah.
Which to me is, aside of everything, it's like actually such a beautiful song. It's about how when he was a kid. This again, like this is where I'm like, this is not Drake. This is Spin Cycle. This is trying to grab whatever so I can diss you, right? Because if you actually listen to the song, Kendrick talks about how he wasn't molested as a child, right? But his mom wouldn't believe him because she was molested as a child. Yeah. And so she wouldn't believe that her son, like all the signs that he was giving were the same signs she gave as a child, and no one believed her. So she was like, oh no, I believe you were molested, right? But it's like, if you would have just kept listening to the song, you would realize he was never molested. So now it's like, what are you doing? Right? But then I'm also like, why is this the ammo? Like, something else, please. Like, but so that's why for me, I'm like, also like, where are you at? I'm like, the fact that you think this is ammo when another guy's trying to sit you down and be like, hey, teach your son how to pray. Teach your son how to be grateful. Be there for your alleged daughter. All this kind of stuff. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's just, it's a man and the boy.
Oh, man.
Keep saying you're the boy. I'm waiting for the man now.
So. Like 20 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, was there a reply? There's no reply to Hot Part 6 yet.
I think it's done. I think this one, he waved the flag at the end. Like, Drake definitely waved the white flag at
this one? Yeah, I think this one is done.
He just left the audio note at the end of it, basically. Started talking. He basically said, you guys have a bunch more disses. It sounded like a guy that doesn't want to.
Sounded like Nicki at the end of Bigfoot. To Megan.
So then what does happen?
The voice note.
Like what happens?
Everyone just leaves
I mean, everyone's gonna move on. Everyone's gonna move on. Everyone's gonna be quiet about it. We're gonna go back to whatever the heck. Yeah. But my thing is, I think that's what I was talking about. The most important part for me is now looking at people as people and their character, right? Moving on in terms of people who aren't just part of the hype, but like you actually want to like look at what people are saying to each other and what the ramifications of that are, what the implications are, what that means and whatnot. It means you move on and now you start to maybe like analyze different things or you listen to the music in a different kind of way. That's just what ends up happening. Yeah. Unless you're just enjoying the ride of it all and it's just like, oh, this person won. Like you walk away like with nothing because you didn't. No money came into your pocket. Yeah. They didn't hit you up on the line. Hey, thanks for supporting me, bro. You know, I needed you in my corner. No one's getting any of that. You know what I'm saying?
The very dope thing. Kendrick took all
the restrictions,
monetization off of, like, as in restrictions off monetizing the music that he dropped, which means all the creators that were reacting to it could make money off it, which means he was planting money trees, which Drake was telling him, you're not planting money trees. This is IQ.
Nah, that's crazy. The guy said money trees.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Most people walk away from it and like, oh wow, that was crazy. But then other than that, you look at him like, hey, what did you mean by that?
Yeah.
And now the music is a bit interesting, you know? Like, I mean, I've not replayed For All the Dogs type of situation. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's because for me, to be honest, I can't remember what songs were really on that again.
I looked at it the other day. There's so many things that you don't remember. 0679 Santa, all those kind of songs. You're like, what the heck does that even sound like?
This ain't even on no Drake. Hey, the thing is, like, I didn't like the content of what you're speaking about because I'm like, I wanted something different from you, right? Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, pretty nice as well. Pretty nice. It's not like I didn't hate the content from that either. It was actually good content. I think maybe sonically there was a bit that I was like, not all of this hits a little bit too tough, right? Compared to like, let's say now we fuse the sonic sound of For All the Dogs with content of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. My goodness.
Yeah.
All day. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like now, as soon as like the content isn't connecting or like maybe there's something about the character, it's like, I don't either believe what you're saying or there's no way you can now act like this isn't what we all think about you and this is what you want to rap about in your little music now. Then the music doesn't hit the same anymore. I'm like, that is a bit of the change there. But it doesn't change anything for these people, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, for these people as in them?
Them.
Do you not think it solidifies Kendrick as the top of his class?
Like who?
It's hard. They're too hard to sort out. Them two are too hard to...
Like as in, Cole made himself third. Right?
But this is what I'm
Like in
saying.
terms of what?
The thing I love is that Future started all of this. And just, Homer Simpson into the bushes and
like-
nothing.
Bro, some people be putting out the best memes of Cole, bro. Someone's like, Kendrick and Drake doing a World War III or whatnot. And then, you know, like, it's from an anime. I think it might have been Spirited Away or something. But pretty much the start of, I think it was Endgame or whatever, when Thanos is like getting the vegetables or whatnot, making soup. Someone's like, Cole at home right now, man. Chopping vegetables, bro.
Cole is like, bro, should just apologize, bro. Shouldn't just say sorry.
Staying clear.
Great memes have been coming. I think that's always the best thing about all this stuff. The memes that come out of this shit.
I've just been on Twitter nonstop for the last few days.
I think someone put out, what was the one that they put out today about like a guy named Kendrick Lamar Duckworth and Aubrey Drake Graham are fighting. This sounds like a 1700s duel or something, bro.
I don't think this changes anything. I think how people view Drake and how people view Kendrick is still the same. I think when it comes to lyrics and certain things, everyone just knew Kendrick is the GOAT there, right? But it just in terms of if you just want to just enjoy music, Kendrick is that guy.
Enjoy music.
Like, you know, like his music is just everybody can sort of enjoy.
I think this is
and people say, oh, if you want to listen to Kendrick, you're like, you gotta like sit down.
You mean Drake? Sorry, you mean Drake is someone that everyone.
Yeah, sorry, Drake.
Yeah,
and then Kendrick is like somebody got to sit down and I really deep it. So I don't think this changes where people view. Everyone knows that Kendrick is the GOAT when it comes to like hip hop. I don't think people.
No one was questioning.
No one was questioning. So I don't think it does much in terms of. Yeah, you know. Because what Kendrick is doing right now, he's bringing lyrics into it. He's bringing what he's always been doing. And everyone knows that that's what Kendrick does, right? If Kendrick was doing something that he wasn't really doing before, but he's doing it on an elite level, now we're going to say it's like, oh, Kendrick is doing something different. He's always doing what he's doing. So I think he's just let us know he's the GOAT in terms of lyrics.
Yeah, it's. I think it was interesting the fact that he did the little whole West Coast situation and was rapping on like you do the whole club bangers. Hey, let me try to do it as well.
Okay,
you know
so this is something I've said this before. I love when artists do anything where so for example, you know when we were Omale, and you know one of the songs where he goes Omale, and then everyone says it back.
Yeah.
Anytime an artist does that, it's amazing because it means when it's performed, it's gonna go off. And so now that he's done it with the OV Ho thing.
Oh yeah,
bro! It's going off in clubs 3 hours after the song drop.
Yeah,
Mustard starts playing it, and it just starts going crazy. All this stuff. When you do that, like you create a ripple.
Smart thinking.
It makes it a hit.
So, what do we want as society? What are we focusing on here?
We just want beef, bro.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, why are we so invested? I mean, I get it.
You know what else it is?
It's just sad. I find it a bit sad.
No, I don't. I think this is.
No.
Okay.
When I say I find it sad, I don't say I find it sad that we are tuning into this. I find it sad the fact
this
that
is what gets us scrapped. Like,
no, because that's the same thing. But like, as in, I find it sad that it's like, I think specifically for rap artists, this is what always happens. Where it's like the teachable moments for you happen in front of everyone in the world.
Yeah.
like in all different situations.
Okay.
It's never we never hear about them talking about it post of like, yo, this is what someone was noticing within me, and they sat me down on this, and no, but
I think that's
true.
no, I don't think that's true. I think because
No, it happens obviously, but I'm saying we don't hear about that.
That's life.
What do you mean?
like okay, so how many more of your like people are, what's it called? Like we're attracted to the negativity, right? But there are all the stories of people going,
Yes.
behind the scenes, Master P gave me so much game about business. This person gave me so much game about this.
For sure.
Jay was quietly taking care of 21 Savage bills and Meek's lawyer bills and all this kind of stuff and all this kind. You know what I mean? So it's like all this stuff does happen. It's just
My one is
this is the other thing. This is a sport,
yeah.
right? If you always boil it back to that,
But sport where you can end up in jail is crazy.
well, maybe you should have been doing performance enhancing drugs.
What do you mean, bro? Don't try to reach that metaphor, bro. What, doing
I'm
the
inspired.
certified pedophilia is enhancing the sport? Come on, man.
No,
What
I'm
you
saying
talking
the
about?
illegal things.
Yeah.
But like, that's the thing. At the end of the day, this is a sport, right? And what it is that you give your enemy ammo. Ammo in the past has been you have no swag, you have no money, you have no girls. You're the one that chose that the ammo is gonna be. Hey, you talk to young girls.
Yeah.
You talk to on the other side. You say there's allegations that you beat this, that, whatever. That's the ammo you guys chose.
I think as well. Then I'm wondering what makes a public. What do you just? What's the word here? How do you distinguish now as these artists, right? What becomes the public teachable moment? Because all of this could have gone on and no conversation about it. Even all the other people that come into it, A$AP Rocky, Rick Ross.
My God, he caught some strays. The A$AP Rocky.
A$AP Rocky. When you called him Rocky, you called him Rocky.
Well, he called all of them by the name. Leland.
Yeah, that's big. But like, how did they distinguish of like, okay, this is because you're saying these things happen like in life in general. We're not denying the fact that people are having quiet conversation, pulling people to the side of like, yo, fix your character. Stop investing in this.
Move out your hood.
Move out of your hood. All these conversations most definitely happening, right? So I'm like, okay, then now how do you go, you know what? No, I don't want to talk to you about this quietly. This is what I want the whole world to get involved in. I'm like, as a person, why do that?
Again, with this specific one, it makes sense if Kendrick genuinely thinks this is a bad. Like he's saying, guys like you should be with the Weinsteins in jail. So it's like, well, I want everyone to know about this. He's saying, yo, if you're a girl that's messing with this guy, the one thing I'll tell you is keep your little sister away from him. Right? Like, so it's like this is genuinely like, yo, I'm taking care of people. It's how he perceives it, right? Again, I'm trying to meet as not biased as possible, right? But it's like why would I not tell everyone about that if I'm trying to take care of people? Which would explain
the beef situation.
Again, right? Things get meta. It's like, this explains why Drake only does sneak disses
Towards Kendrick?
towards everybody.
Why?
Just because it's like I'll just shoot. Because Kanye was saying, he's like, only you will know.
Hates Drake so much.
He was like, only you will know when Drake disses you. Like you know what?
That one hurt. You've been listening to a song. Oh, not even that. You hear LeBron James you hear LeBron listening to it on his story, and then you hear a certain line say,
what was the really, really famous Travis and Drake one?
Sicko Mode,
right? Where he's like, down the thing, cut it right. Well, that's the directions to Kanye's house from Drake's house. Right? So it's like,
no one would have known.
How would you know?
Oh my days!
Right? It's like literally.
That whole Certified Lover Boy album hurt Kanye so much. I mean, the whole thing was about
Free Kanye.
Oh man, free Kanye.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like because it's like, what's the point of making this thing? But I want to tell you something, so let me just shoot.
Let me do
Even that then as well. I'm like, bro, why? Like,
but that's different. Only you would know.
Because the bars sound dope.
Because
they make great captions for us as well.
For sure.
I like that.
Well, then that goes into this whole thing of what Kendrick is like, yo, look at this guy, bro. Like, he's
a fraud.
He's a fraud. He's a colonizer of our sport.
The Atlanta thing was crazy. When he was doing back then, this is how they were using Atlanta, and then now this is how you're using
You're
Atlanta.
not a colleague, you're a colonizer.
Damn.
And then Drake came out and said, you're trying to always free the slaves.
Just a horrible response. Horrible
you
response.
realize-
Also, Rick Ross is the funniest rapper in the world. Rick Ross is the someone said every song that drops, Ross pops up like a 30-second ad break and has something to say. This guy's just hilarious. Like, he's so funny. Like, even just over the years, all the memes that we've gotten from this guy.
Ross is too good.
Shout out to all the peers.
All the birds.
He's just a hilarious guy.
Hey, man.
So I mean, okay, would you guys want to see a collab?
Of course.
From who?
Kendrick and Drake.
Imagine that. It
Or
will
is
never
that
happen.
Stay in
I'll
your
tell you what it
corner.
actually made me really want again, even though the other day I said I don't want it anymore. I said I didn't want the Cole and Kendrick album. But now
Now you
that
want
these
it.
two are just grown men that like living with their wives
Yeah,
and children,
yeah,
I'm
let's
like,
hear
I would
that.
actually love to hear this.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind the
love to
whole
hear this.
for your eyes only kind of situation again, but a little bit.
I was so hyped. Yeah, that would be nice. But look, he can. Wait, hold on. I just realized. Yeah, Kendrick and not J
Drake.
Cole. Yeah, they had a couple songs.
They've had many songs.
Yeah,
together.
I just him. I said, well,
Yeah, speak.
swimming pool. I think.
Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice.
Oh wow, bro! Every time
The
they do
Buried
something
Alive
together, like,
interlude.
yeah. Look,
That might have been the
they have
song
bangers.
maybe that
Effing
song
Problems.
started it, bro.
I was because we've been talking about music for quite some time,
Yeah.
so we'll spend maybe like
What?
1 minute on this one.
Yeah.
But I was looking into hip hop, and I was looking like the people that had like the greatest downfall.
course.
Yeah.
Like
You know-
Push the Beef?
No, not beef. Just
in general.
generally. And Chance the Rapper.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
You say this all the time.
Bro,
I
cuz.
say it hurts.
This is the
You
thing.
say it so-
Because I held Chance out as
no.
rap messiah sometimes.
No, but
man.
this is the saddest thing.
I thought it was about to bring gospel to the mainstream.
Nah,
bro.
first of all, like,
Tried.
He tried.
the guy dropped an album or whatever, talking about how much
love
he
my
loves his wife.
And that's-
And that's his downfall? That is crazy to me.
but
bro.
now they're getting divorced.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, you ruined your
Yeah.
career while dropping the worst album ever about how much you love
I
this
love my
woman.
wife.
We're haters, though.
It was all because he went to Jamaica.
Yes, and he did the dancing.
I forgot we spoke about that.
He did the dancing.
Like,
We're
for me,
haters then.
like, especially with artists, if you're on top of your game and there's a downfall, like, I'm like, okay, cool. So what happened? You know, so did you do something illegal?
Were you a
like
pedophile?
Pedophile? Makes sense. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was literally looking at Chance the Rapper, like, what happened to this guy? And it was literally because he dropped the album talking about his wife.
was the album just shit? Or?
Yeah,
Bro, it was horrible.
What was it? Yeah.
Is
I
this
think there was
something I
like
get?
one good song was like Big Fish or something with, Gucci, mate.
Yeah, that's the only one I remember. It was because of Gucci.
Yeah, literally, the whole album was about how much he loves his wife. And everyone just said, bro.
Stop that.
But see,
But I was like, what? We don't want to see love? Like, what's going
but that's my thing is like, you,
bro?
it's so tough because like
sad.
his
That's sad,
two,
Coloring Book,
3
phenomenal.
projects before
Yeah,
that were
yeah.
all acid rappers.
Acid
Elite.
rap,
Acid
phenomenal.
rap,
10
yeah.
Day,
All that stuff.
phenomenal.
Elite.
Bro, like my thing is like you can make a good project, but then it's like also when you make a project about like let's say marriage,
Yeah.
make it about marriage. Like I don't need 27 songs about how you just love your wife. Like talk about arguments, talk about how hard it is
like
being.
Wale,
Like the whole
the
thing.
intro about the
Bro.
album about nothing kind of vibes.
I listened to that the other day.
Lost your mind?
Also, I've always had this theory. I was saying this to Leop on the trip. Also, there you go. Be happy. Shout out.
Again.
I've always had this opinion because Drake and Wale are
Wale?
from the same class. And they rap the same. None of them are street guys. None of them are this, but they know a lot of guys.
What?
I was like,
Wale
the
should've been
only
Drake?
reason Wale's not what Drake is because he's a dark skinned guy. That's all it is.
Down.
I think the era that they came in, they weren't ready for all that. And he said
Yeah.
that same kind of thing before.
Yeah.
He's like, it's only because I look a certain way.
I always said that. I always
And
said
have a Nigerian name still.
that was a limiting factor for Wale, bro. Going through it. Going through it. Held him
But
back.
I played that album again, the album about nothing. Bro, it's
Oh,
so
the album
beautiful.
of nothing.
Yeah,
Oh.
but that's
so
doing an
beautiful.
album about marriage, well, or relationship. You know what I mean?
Life. Just life.
relationship.
The girls
A lot of it
on
was relationship
drugs,
content, yeah.
relational
Beautiful.
stuff.
Us public, we just haters, bro.
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah.
That's-
We actually
bro,
are. We
That's
actually
bro.
are.
No, we're not.
Oh, okay. No.
We're
The album was
critiques.
bad. The album was
The
bad.
album was bad.
Album
You
was
deserve
bad,
all
but
the pushback you got for it.
Pushback.
This is like
This is blackballing.
high key. Yeah. Also, he did nothing after. But a couple years ago, he dropped a song called "Child of God," and it's really good.
Yeah,
Chance the
bro,
Rapper.
that's- yeah.
It's a really good song. Like honestly, one of my
What's the
favorite
thing?
songs that year.
Wasn't it dropped something as well recently? I think
Recently,
it was this year.
yeah.
Apparently that's
Same
phenomenal
kind of
too. I think,
vibe.
yeah, same vibe.
That was
yeah.
the funniest thing ever. I was like, man, this hip hop is funny.
Yeah.
Talking about
False.
huh?
Fall-offs?
Not necessarily fall offs, but the relationship aspect of things, as well as I think you mentioned something before. I can't remember, but it really tied in with it. But
Net positive.
yeah, I wanted to go into now this net positive relationship, because I'm trying to see what do we want? You know what I mean? Where are we at as a side? So if you want to explain that a little bit, and let's break this down.
Bro, this was a thought that I had when we had Hayden on. I'm pretty sure it's when I had this thought. We were talking about something, and I was gonna bring it up, and I was like, "See, screw it." Oh no, maybe the week after or something. Anyway, but basically, the thought was basically like, what is a relationship? Do you just want it to be net positive? Is that what you want for a relationship? Do you want it to be mostly good, or do you expect more than mostly good? Like, how do we go? This is a relationship worth keeping. This is a relationship not worth keeping. In friendships, in romantic, in everything, it's like, is this just about being more time good and less time bad, or is it about being very little time bad, or
like
very little time amazing? You know what I mean? Like,
what's our yardsticks here that we use?
What are the metrics to go keep this relationship, leave this relationship?
Serious one.
These guys have nothing to say. Just a bunch of lawnmowers going on.
So as soon as you said that,
Yes.
I think like 8, 9, and 10 is what I would call like a net promoter. That's like the green. You know what I mean? Because that's in the highs, 8, 9, and 10. And then maybe like 5, 6, 7, neutral. That's like it's whatever's is there. That's orange. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4 is like the detractor. Like I'm using like work terminology, but that's how we sort of use. We got detractor, neutral, and then promoter. Right? Detractor is that's a lot of the times it's bumping heads.
Yeah.
I don't really like what you do, sort of thing. We're friends, but we barely hang out. Not really going the same pathway. You know what I mean? Yeah. Those are the ones where I'm like, if you sit anywhere between that 1 to 4, I don't mind dropping those kind of friendship. I don't mean when I say drop, I don't mean like I'm going to drop you. It just means that I'm not going to put any effort into that friendship. And then the 6, 7, the 5, 6, 7 is like, if a hangout happens, it kind of happens. That might happen like once a year. You know what I mean? It's like you kind of water it here and there. And then the 8, 9s, and 10 is just like you guys. You know what I mean? It's like continue to water.
Well, you didn't buy us flights to Hamilton Island, but that's all right. Wasn't enough. I think we're at about 7 right now.
Nah, don't worry. I'm actually gonna book us all our flights.
Yeah. Good.
For the birthday.
Good.
You know, but the 8, 9, and 10, which is like now those are the friendships that I would continuously water those. That, you know,
for sure.
That's the friendship that really matter. That's sort of how
I think I look at it only from the sense of productivity and return on investment, right? So, 100%.
What would I get from being this?
No. I will more so talk about this from a romantic relationship point of view, but in a friendship, it applies more or less the same. So when I say productivity, right, does this relationship debilitate my functional capacity, right? And or does it even debilitate yours? You know what I'm saying? In terms of what I do, what you do, is this impacting how you just are able to function in terms of where you want to go, where you believe you want to go? Right. And if we have let's now friendship or romantic relationship, we now are saying this is the point, this is the place that we want to get to, but every single step of the way, it seems like this relationship is just constantly veering off of that course. I don't think that that's a very productive relationship. Do you know what I'm saying? And I always use this verse. I talk about this to people when I talk about people going through things. I'm like, no one ever said, or the Bible even never says you can't fall down. It just says it's a problem when you don't get back up, right? So I look at relationships and friendships. I'm fine with it doing this one, but it needs to be doing this one that way. You know what I mean?
It can't be like.
It can't be. No, I don't even need it doing this one.
Yeah, but I'm saying like down.
Down 100%.
Down, you're being silly.
You're being silly.
Yeah.
But even this
is.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? At least do the worm this way. You get me? So like when I talk about productivity, I'm like, are we functioning as a unit still? Despite our ups and our downs, right? And when I say return on investment, In a romantic relationship, are you actually bettering me as a person? Am I bettering you? And are we combined bettering the world, or are we in despite of what we go through, when we're doing well, when we're doing bad, do at the end of the day still feed back into that common goal that we have? Because if we're not having a return on this investment at all. We're actually expending energy and going nowhere.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's better if you're expending energy and you're doing this, because at least there's a change of scenery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, it's getting worse.
Yeah, look, he says though, not hot, not cold.
Bro, it's just
Like at least be hot or cold.
no indicators.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you're literally here, there's no indicator, and it's very easy to be stuck in that cycle and let that be prolonged for the longest time, and you don't realize that you've actually lost all of it. Like, it's crazy when you even deep it, like over the same amount of time, depending on the gradient of your thing, you can either be going like someone can be going like this, someone can be going like that, right? Same amount of time, but one person's all the way up here kind of thing. Yeah. So all that time that you've invested and this person is invested, look at the change that it's had between you two. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I talk about return on investment, if your relationship or your friendship is like, you're honestly just expending and you're getting nowhere, or you're getting worse, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Can
I
it
guess,
be based on season though?
can it be based on season?
Yeah.
But that's what that is. That's what the ups and downs are, though. That's the season. It's like overall. That's why I kind of like, I want to say yes, net positive in terms of net growth at the end of the day. Like there's a direction.
I like that, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, like, and I think direction gives you an indicator of what to do, or it lets you know that something is happening or something.
Yeah,
is
I think if
changing.
you can look back and you're not in the same place,
in a positive way, hopefully.
Yeah, in a positive way,
Even in a negative, though, at least it tells you something.
it gives us something to work towards.
It gives you something you can either fix that situation.
Sometimes it's so hard when you're in that situation, because now it's like if you're to try to measure it, what's the time gap?
You have nothing.
What are you measuring? Are you measuring the last 6 months?
Yeah.
And even if you are measuring the last 6 months and it's just doing this or doing this, now it's like, okay, cool, if I walk away, did we give each other enough time? You know what I mean? It's like, is 6 months enough?
Yeah.
Or 2 years enough? If you keep doing this for 2 years straight, what does that mean?
Yeah. Because, I think about people where it's like, maybe they come to me and they talk about like, but I see this and this is really good. But I'm like, no, but that bad is really bad, bro.
that good is like,
Yeah.
if it's an excuse for you to stay,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it's not that good.
I don't think it's that. So I'm like, because, and my thing when it comes to that is I'm like, I say that don't congratulate the good as well. Do you know what I mean?
Expect it.
Expect it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't use that as the justification of like, no, but this is what we can do. Like, oh no, this is how good it is. Like, no, the normal is meant to be.
It's meant to be
that is
like
productive.
that
is fruitful. That's what normal is meant to look like. That this is a fruitful situation. Because I think our problem is in our society, and I think I mentioned this about how I think I spoke about miracles time ago. What Lecrae said, that miracles is the restoration of normal. So it's like in our society, we look at these good situations and look at that as the exceptional, the exceptional fruits or products when you've like you're killing it or something like that. It's like, bro, when are we gonna get to the point where it's like, nah, man, this is what standard is, right?
You're meant to treat your partner good,
respectfully or something. You know what I mean? So it's like when you talk about net positive, net this, net that, it's like, yo, the good. If you're gassed about the good right now, don't let that ignore the fact that the bad is also capable, because it's like that they're showing you what they're capable of with the bad. The good is what you're meant to expect. The bad is what they're showing you what they can do. That's really what they can do. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's tough.
I've heard someone say this before. I think I've said it here as well. It's like the whole, partnering with potential instead of partnering with patterns.
Yeah.
Like it's like patterns are really important. Potential is just like, it's just potential. It's like if they're not walking in that, if you're not walking in that as well, it's like that's just an idea. It's like, oh, this business could bring me 100,000. It's like, yeah, but you're not working. So it's actually bringing you nothing right now.
Yeah. I see that. And I think a lot of people actually measure the situation based on the good rather than actually looking at because as Daniel said, like the bad could be bad, but it's like they're not measuring the whole situation. They're not making the decision based on the bad. They make it based on the good. Oh, but like you don't want to do this. So when it's my birthday, it's like this all the good stuff. But it's like, okay, so we're just gonna ignore the bad, and we're not gonna take that into account when making an overall decision. Fair enough.
I mean, there's more celebrity stuff. This happened before, we think. Mawat sent us through of the Davido cheating stuff.
Oh,
And I guess like with this whole relationship stuff, it just makes me so,
So annoying,
interested
bro.
in like
so
the
annoying.
things that people are
That they tolerate.
willing to tolerate or put up with or even agree to. That's the thing. Like at some point, I'm like, all right, so the guy cheats a lot,
A
right?
lot.
But you know how like obviously
Obi.
we don't have these morals. Obviously, like the way we just say obviously, as if like one of your friends couldn't just be messing up right now.
Yeah.
But I would say you're confident. None of us have these morals, but it's like we would not be like, oh, an open relationship's cool, whatever. Some people, it's like this is not even cheating at this point. It's like, oh, this is just the agreement that we have,
Legit.
right?
Legit.
And I'm just like, man, it's so interesting because I'm like with the whole net positive or things being negative, I'm like, even if you agree to these things, are they ever just like? You might think you're okay with it, but it's bad for your soul.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
so much.
eventually
Bad
it crashes, right? Like obviously on one hand, like the cheating is definitely bad for yourself, but it's like even being the woman in that position where, because my assumption is that she's just like cool with it. I'm sure she has some sort of agreement of like, yo, when you're touring, when you're whatever,
Do whatever you want.
do whatever you want to do.
Well, wear cherry
When you're with
matching PJs and be begging you out.
Yeah. Because so much of this exists, right? And NBA
yeah.
players have this all the time, where it's like, yo, whatever away city you're in, do whatever, but don't do anything in home, right?
Crazy.
And it's
That's
like,
crazy.
for me, I'm just like,
it's
the
tough.
things people are willing to not even look at as a negative for the relationship or whatnot, just because of money
They
or
have a lot to
success
lose.
or
Success,
what he
status,
can
yeah.
give me because of who he is or I mean, you don't see it on the flip side too much, but I'm sure it exists as well, like what she can give me or whatnot. I'm like, that's so interesting. Just so interesting.
You mentioned like with NBA players, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like you're always someone that's on top of their game, and then now you go, should I? I'm just gonna compromise for this.
Because you're afraid to
It
lose
allows me
that.
to stay with Stephen Curry.
But this is the thing, like, yeah,
Use
that's the worst example.
Yeah, least problematic guy.
No,
John Morant.
No, I'm trying to use someone like Stephen Curry, obviously.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
In terms of influence the game,
Yeah.
his name is up there. He literally influenced a whole
Generation.
game that's been around for how long?
But-
right,
yeah.
And then now this is the person that you're with. I'm pretty. If it says this, if it does wrong, she might go like, I could probably compromise.
It's tough. I
know-
think like whenever the women are in these positions, I'm like, I always look at it as like, you really shot yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
Because someone was saying this about
No, that was Tory.
can't remember what this woman was. That's crazy.
Go ahead.
Someone was saying this about young girls that like date, you know, all these like rich guys in Dubai and all this kind of stuff and whatnot. And she's like, if you're 20 and letting yourself experience these things, what you don't realize is you're like stuffing up the standard in your mind for what a man is. Right? Because she's like, these guys that are 32 and entertaining you for like a week or two are able to give you so much that a 22-year-old guy can't give you.
Wouldn't be
Right?
able
And
to,
like, she's like, you go all the way from London to Dubai, blah, blah, blah. It's like the guy that lives in
Croydon.
yeah, you know what I mean, Shoreditch or whatever, and is working a normal job and is on £20,000 a year. He's not doing bad,
It's just-
but now you've wired your brain to go, this is what I want. But it's also like, forget wire your brain. It's like, once you've just experienced something nice, you can't go back, right? So it's like, let's say you go through a bunch of emotionally abusive relationships and then you get in one with a really nice girl, right? Now it's like, going forward, it's like, I can't go back to dating those kind of girls. Like, I like a nice girl. You know,
I like
that kind
this
of-
one. She's very
you know what I
gorgeous
mean? That
to me.
kind of thing. Same kind of thing with like all these girls that are dating these famous celebs, right? The guys, where I'm like, okay, let's say like you're Davido's wife now. You can't stop living that financial lifestyle because that's what's even going through your mind. It's like, I can't stop living this financial lifestyle. Like if I leave him now, right? Like I might get some money and whatnot, but it's like the lifestyle dries up.
I hear that. In my mind, I'm like, bro, you have to like respect your morals at some point
but-
and yourself and
but-
believe that God's got you. These people don't have God, bruv.
This is what it comes down to,
You
right?
see what I'm saying?
But then even then it's like, okay, God's got me, but then it's like now everybody knows that I'm the most famous guy in Nigeria's ex. One of the most famous guys in the world.
And capitalize off that then.
And no guy's now going to want to... The fear's going to be no guys want to be having to deal with this because they like him.
So like,
they
would you
whatever.
rather that feel or would you rather be, you know?
But I'm like, this is
You
where
either
like your
rather stick
boundaries
around.
have to step in so early
Yeah.
before you let yourself go down all
this, yeah.
this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
See, that's what I always think. I'm always like, is there a standard that we have in relationships? Because whenever
As
I'm
a,
like,
as a world, impossible.
yeah, because
It's
as
just
a
myth.
society, because whenever I'm
No.
like, okay, cheating should not be okay to every single person. People are allowing cheating to happen in their relationships and everyone's okay with it and they're going back. And I'm like, surely there's a standard that we have when it comes to relationships. Because even polygamy and all of that stuff, like it occurs. So you can't even say, okay, being in a relationship with only one person, that should be the standard. You know, that should be how we should do relationships because it's not.
I'm okay with polygamy. In the context where it comes from. Every culture
everyone
has it.
agrees.
Yeah, like as a Christian, I don't agree with it. But I'm like, I get it. I fully get it. I'm like, it makes mathematical sense to me.
Bro, I think I was reading
I don't know
today.
if it
I was reading about, I forgot who it was in the Bible, man, but it said like, I can find it. But it was like, da 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 da. Yeah, and these 80 daughters. I had to wait. Sorry, what did I just?
How many daughters?
What?
It's
80.
80.
Just the daughters they were listing in this part. Oh, yeah, and him and his 80 daughters. They.
Oh, yeah. You know how many sons that means he had? Because these guys used to count sons.
What the heck are we talking about here?
Yeah.
They're running.
Crazy numbers out here, bro.
Yeah, no, there's definitely no global standard for
It's not
it.
global because it's different.
It's
you know?
It's the same. There's
sad.
no global standard for masculinity, femininity, all this kind of stuff.
guess.
Like, I mean, we were saying this like in some of the places that we've traveled to in the past, where we're like, damn, like the guys don't just seem masculine. I think we were talking about this, yeah.
Probably.
Like, the guys just don't seem masculine by the way, like where we're from.
Yeah.
This is our
Perceives
standard.
masculinity,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Or where
right,
we grew
right.
up as well, also
Yeah.
has another perception of masculinity, all this kind of stuff. Then like the same thing with like femininity. I'm like, you know, what I've always thought is like very feminine. Like certain places.
No, I'm not laughing at anything. You fought to get the word.
But yeah,
You held it together well, bro.
It's so interesting because I'm like, then there's like literally no global standard when it comes to stuff.
I think it's hard to have global standard on things.
You know what? Next week, I'm going to come down with a list of standards, global standards, and I'm going to set them right here. On
Or
this
things that you
episode
want to
next
have
week.
as
No,
global
things
standards.
that are going to be standard, and I'm going to make sure it's
It's gonna change the whole world.
PSA.
the whole
So
world.
if you want to tune in and listen,
Disrupt the
It's so
world.
hard, especially with like cultural aspect and everything just kicks
I know,
in.
it is a lot.
It's like now, like for this particular culture, this is what's accepted there. You know, you step out of that, it's completely different over here.
It's even a madness. Like even when we're just like looking around, I think it was even mainly in Bali, where you have everyone's got the bikes and the scooters. Not even just the Gojek people, like the Uber version of what I call. Not even just the public transport scooters, but everyone.
What's this guy doing?
Everyone's got them. Yeah. So like, I was like, this is so different in terms of like, okay, family day out or whatever, we're all going to get in our car and we're all going to drive to dinner.
You climb on my back, you
Bro.
grab me from the front, we're going out.
Crazy. 4 or 5 people families on one scooter bopping about normal. You'll see that 3 times in one road. You know what I'm saying?
And nobody gets
No one
crashes.
bats a single light. Everyone's safe. Only the parents are wearing helmets. Was very confused on that part there. But like, that's just the standard, and that's what they expect, and that's what they know. That can't run here, bro.
Oh yeah, no.
It cannot run here.
But remember in Egypt, we caught a taxi, and there was literally like 7 or 8 of us in the back seat. No seatbelt. Right?
Oh, man.
You know what was bad when you're little and you get put in the. This always used to happen when you
What,
go
the
like
footwell?
visit family, whatever. Literally 8 people in the back seats, yeah, and there's just 4 kids. Like 2 kids are on laps.
Do you get the full wells?
The one sitting down, no, but
the
it's
line
all-
cross?
No, it's always like the shorter kids just stand up on. Just like you're in the back seat, you're standing up. You're not even sitting. You're not.
yeah,
you're
yeah.
standing,
Bro.
Bro, I've had to do the line cross, the footwell John,
On
bro.
the boot as well.
So
Boot
normal.
has never been
Boot's
done.
crazy.
Boot's never been done.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
attempted murder.
Whoever go to the booth, they don't like you. But
That's attempted murder, bro.
But yeah, bro, so normal, bro. Just kids just going to the back, pop, pop, pop. The driver's doing this. And then I come to Australia, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
They had
definitely
to,
can't
They had to
run.
pick us up with 2 cars and 2
So this one's perfectly fine.
We can all
4-seater, 9 of us, we fit.
We can all, bro. I've never had my own seat like this, bro.
Yeah.
But I was like, yo, that's different.
Honestly, like I think even when we talk about even the beefs and whatnot, like this world is so big and so much of this is so micro-centered. Like we really think that this is just what everyone else is about or what everyone else thinks. Until you get to, I'll talk about even Thailand, for example, yeah? Until you get to Thailand, And my goodness, the ping pong show, people that are outside
that comes
constantly coming to show you, hey, come to the show. Sexy lady, you want massage, sir? You want massage?
Bro, when they start grabbing your arms.
Bro, I saw this Asian guy get grips and he ran. He ran away, bro. Joseph,
unhand me.
Not in front of my God. Bro, dude sprinted away from her. But I'm like, bro, that can't happen here either. There's the laws, the ethics, whatnot. It's just not happening. And then we think that like this is just what we experience here is just what everything else is like or should be. But it's just not happening, bro.
Because here it's like you wouldn't even recognize the prostitute when you walk past her in the city.
Yeah. Because they got standards.
You thought it's just the line to.
Oh,
Let me know.
He's a bad man.
Let me know.
He gonna say something.
He's gonna say something bad.
Look at him.
Oh,
Never mind that one, bro. It's not always worth it. But it's so wild out there, man. But I was gonna say something else, but I don't know.
For me, like with the beefs and stuff, obviously, again, this one's so different because it's like this is about a guy's character, but it's like in the past, like other beefs that have existed, right? I'm like, it's fun to tune into this, and I think that's the thing that like I like is that honestly, especially as you get older, it's like everything feels so serious.
Yeah,
in a global sense.
Yeah.
So it's like finally when if we're all tuning in to be like, damn, who do you think killed it more, this guy or this guy?
And if we all agree and say the guy that, because like
it's so much more enjoyable for us to be like honestly in a crazy way, it's like what a privileged place we are in that the news we're hearing about the most right now is which of our two favorite artists is the hotter artist. Yeah. Right?
And then
when in reality, it's like, think about it. Well, what's the other biggest thing? Like the majority of our friends have been talking about like for the last, let's say 6 months, right? Palestine, Congo. I'm like, it's such deep, heavy stuff, which we need to talk about, obviously. But I'm like, that's where I'm like, it's not that sad when we're talking about like a rap beef or whatever. I'm like, bro, it's just art. Like, we're having fun, really, is what we're actually having.
But you know what made me get shook about even all this going on is like, okay, we'll wait for the next drop. And then I'll be on the Daily Oz and I'll hear, okay, this happened in Moscow. This happened in Sydney. This happened in, I'm like, bro, the world's still mad out here, bro. The world is actually still crazy out here.
Moving, yeah, man.
And like, again, going back to what I like then about addressing character and stuff like that, like, you know, when Kendrick speaks to,
that's how you can actually impact people.
He said, right? I make music that electrify them. You make music that pacifies them, right?
That till now is the best bar from the whole thing because it's so true.
True, yeah.
It's so true. Everything is about like, yo, how do I uplift people and how do I give you vibes?
And that's what I'm saying.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We need both.
We need both. But it's like, when it comes down to it, who do you trust? It's always the guy that gives you medicine, when it comes down, I was gonna say, when it comes, you know the guy that gives you what? Candy.
Okay, candy. They say
in his white van.
They say cocaine. And it might just be related to OVO.
OVO. See, it's happening.
Yeah, but I'm like, the world is still mad out there. And I'm like, I like that an angle that's been taken on this is like, we need to actually have good character in this place because it's crazy, you know. And I'm not here to just talk about the vibes or talk about what's hot or whatnot. It's like, bro, this is what really matters. This is what's important at the end of the day. Because literally, man, I'll be in between seeing stories about this beef and then story about
women being big.
Yeah, you know, a lot of the thing that's going on with a lot of violence against women right now, or like, this hospital has just been attacked in Gaza. I'm like, this is just a lot of different things, bro. Like, I'm like, it's mad. It's actually still very, very, very mad out here, man. But even on that though, like, Melbourne's been.
Yeah,
Melbourne's been not even just Melbourne. Like, the world has always been crazy.
Melbourne,
but like, you hear about the thing in Mexico with the two Australian brothers, the two Aussies.
Yeah.
What happened? I think it was Sydney just before we left.
And then shopping centers in Melbourne.
Something in Melbourne, nearby in Melbourne as well. I'm like, what? And then an element of it was I saw some people talking about like, I think there's the stats obviously that show these things are increasing, but there's the side of it where it's like when this is what's getting people talking. You obviously get more stories about this, but sometimes the incident rate is not changing too much.
Well, it's the whole thing. Like, if it bleeds, it leads, or if it leads, it reads, whatever.
So
gonna go with.
there's an element of it where it's like, yeah, there is an increase in these things, which is still scary scenes. But then also like, okay, are we just hearing about these things a lot more? But I think at the end of the day, the rate at which we are still hearing them, I'm like,
is increasing.
Shouldn't be
if
that.
these stories alone were all that was happening, Jesus, take us now. Because that's a lot, you know what I mean? But then and now you're like, yo, damn, this is like, okay, every day 3 of these incidents are going on, and that's the scariest part about what's happening right now. You know, it's very, very, very techie times, man.
It's weird because then also sometimes you have to look at like the big picture. Obviously, like, you're in the right now, so it's like I have to worry about right now. You know what I mean? But so when you look at the big picture, I remember hearing what's the scientist called? What's his name?
Einstein.
No, modern day
scientist. Black guy.
American,
not Ben Carson.
3 names.
That's
Three
Master.
names.
3 names. Neil deGrasse
Tyson.
Yeah.
Right? He was talking about how statistically this is the safest the world has ever been.
Huh.
Right? Like, less people die every day over the last, like, let's say 30, 40 years than in history. Right?
Yeah.
Because of sicknesses, medicines.
Okay, I was going to say, are we talking about sicknesses?
But also wars
Yeah.
and all this kind of stuff. And he's like, statistically, less people die right now than ever before. Right? But we hear about more than ever before. And so we're scared more than ever. And I'm like, it's this two-pronged thing where it's like right now, it's like people in Melbourne are worried about knife crime because knife crime is happening. But it's like, really, how much knife crime is happening statistically? Right? But it's like, it is still happening. So it's fair to be worried about it. But also, don't like lose your marbles worrying about this stuff, because it's like, it's really... numbers wise, not that bad. But the problem with this stuff is always like, I just don't want to be the statistic.
I was gonna say, I started getting shook. I said, I'm not going out anymore. I'm making my Instagram private.
Yeah.
Instagram. Only post where I was 2 days later.
You know what I mean, bro? Because I was like, hey, bro,
No.
if this was going on, you don't need to see me.
Yeah.
Because this is, but yeah, I get you. Like, statistically, how much are things changing? Do we need actual content? And that's what happens. You know what I mean? I think they call it sensationalist media sometimes. But I'm like, okay, sensationalist or not, this happened and I don't like it. Very scary, bro, you know? But I think everyone hold tight, man. Like, hold to your people them tight. And
like,
honestly,
check in with your people around.
Move a lot more safe out here, bro. Like, we don't need to be everywhere, or we don't need to, I don't know. It's techie, man, because then now what? We just don't have vibes and haps anymore, bro. We are happy city.
We can have vibes and haps. I think the scary thing is...
happens, man.
Yeah, the scary thing is when these things start hitting places that don't need to have this around them.
Yeah.
Like, I've always said this, like, you choose street activities. It's such a shame if you die from it, but you chose that.
That's the environment.
You know what I mean? Like, but if you guys keep that all amongst yourself, that's fine. I think it's really sad when, like,
innocent people
on a normal Wednesdays, someo's at a shopping center and then
so
you know what I mean?
It's all crazy.
It was wild. I think I said it to you guys where what happened in Sydney happened, I think, a day after or a couple of days after mine. I went to no, it wasn't. Something else might have happened. But anyways, we went to the movies. And did you have this? You said you had the same thought?
You guys
it was the
posted
day
that
we
because-
watched.
Yeah.
It might have been the same day, maybe not. Sorry, the next day that this might have happened. But anyways, we went to the movies, right?
One yet, man.
And then and I was just in there, I was like, damn, bro. Nothing's stopping anyone just coming in here and doing a madness. And I think you said you had the same thought as well. No reason. Oh no, because what? Because of
the guy sitting
okay, I didn't think about this. Marvel's had someone sitting next on her side, and apparently it was on his ones. Really, he could have just broken up with his girl, but it was on his ones. And Miles said he was looking a bit whatever, yeah. But even me, I was just in there, and I was just like, bro. And I started plotting. Okay, yeah, some crazy cool pop. Well, this is that.
Like, do I push Mawa under the chair? Do we run out? What do we do? Yeah.
But then I think maybe
do I use her as a bullet shield?
But I think it might have been the next day that something did go off crazy. And I'm like, it's really sad and scary that, in these very normal places that this is
very normal places.
Goes on right
we
now.
moved to America. This was in North Carolina. No, Virginia. We moved to Virginia. And this one's crazy because it's like, it was happening everywhere, just like in your car, right? And there's this guy who he had, through the keyhole of the boot, had like set up a firing, like a gun through the keyhole. And he was literally just, as he would drive around, like just park his car and like just kill random people, right? It wasn't like a targeted hits or anything, right? I think he killed like it was a chunk of people, right? Like serious number. But it's like that was one of the first things that we heard about when we were there, and we were just like, like you're in your car and you're like paranoid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously, we're more little, so whatever. We're just getting the little. But it's like for parents, like you're genuinely scared.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Bulletproof the Maybach and that. Man. Like, what's going on here?
Bulletproof Camry.
You shove your car with a bulletproof vest, bro.
That's crazy.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's very, very wild out here, man. But
Be safe.
anything else that we need to adjust the people them on?
I don't know.
I think
Is
we
there
did have
much?
some important.
This is probably for us to talk about afterwards, but I think we should do a what's the date? TDE and Friends this month.
I was thinking about it on the drive here. This month?
Yeah, this month.
Can we do it? I've set up the
I
doc.
think we could.
What is
Y'all looked at the document?
It's only the 8th when this
was
drops.
that I don't know if you want me to say that here.
Yeah. Whatever you're about to say, yes. yeah. I mean, we can say something's coming.
You could write it down of this month.
You want to say this month?
the end.
End of this month.
Like
guys wanna
literally
say-
like
Like
28th. kind of
Yeah. I was actually going to say on the 29th or something. That's,
Yeah.
that's 3 weeks after this drops.
Okay.
We could. We don't need to commit to anything.
Bro, the 29th is friggin' Wednesday.
Okay.
Wait, you guys want to run?
30 second.
Look at your head.
Hey, yo, but that week.
Yeah.
Like end of the month. We'll just
Or
say
like
that.
first
Towards the end of the month,
what's
first week
the
of June, huh?
1st of June?
1st of June is a Saturday.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
First of
That's what I
June,
meant, 30 seconds.
I think 1st of June runs.
All right. TD and Friends coming.
That was the map that we had planned anyway.
It was, yes. And I was like, we need to
I reckon
get onto it.
That's
What
how it
else?
Unless we
What
end
else?
up pushing it back. Yeah. But okay. Yeah.
All right, we'll go. How much to do?
Yeah. We can do that. Our homework's kind of been done.
Yeah,
we just
We
need
already
to
planned it. We just
I
need
already,
book
yeah,
places.
it's just about.
Let's call up. Let's do it.
TD and Friends, freak off!
Don't do that.
Bro,
That
Kendrick
is
gonna diss
not
us
what
too,
it
bro.
is.
We don't need that. We don't need that one. Other than that, then I think no PSAs
that's
for the people, then, bro.
us.
Yeah, man.
That's us,
Thank
man.
Marla actually has something on her mind, but no, I don't think so.
Marwa, talk to us,
Thank
dude.
you
Talk to
for
us,
tuning
Ma.
in. No.
Hey, guys,
Okay.
can we all talk like this for the end of the episode?
What the heck is
not?
that?
Oh, shout out to Bittersweet.
Oh,
I
I
did
actually did
wanna
want to
do
talk
a
about
little
this. I did want to
shout
say
out to
this.
Bittersweet.
I
If
did want
you
to.
know-
Wow, why do we do it so late?
Or you don't know, Rahel is leaving
Yes,
Bittersweet.
she is indeed.
It is actually.
No, don't say anything.
What? No, I'm not. I even messaged. How about that?
Good lad.
I don't know why Marwa just did the tear
Wait.
finger.
'Cause
How
it's
about just
sad.
cry?
No, it is.
Just cry.
Just let it all
It's
out.
Nah,
actually very
genuinely.
I think.
It's,
Yeah.
sad.
it's genuinely bittersweet.
Bittersweet.
Yes, it is very
Yeah.
bittersweet. But I'm really excited to see what Wintana is going to do.
High key? No, because I think
very,
it's-
very excited.
from what it
She's still
sounds
there.
like,
It's
there's-
Rahel's still there in the
there's a
background.
little-
for
yeah.
sure. Yes.
It's like
She's
she
still
might
going to
come
be
back. I
doing
think she's,
work
yeah,
in
doing
the
some
background
stuff,
though,
yeah.
just not for the podcast.
That's saying.
Just not
You guys not
actually
watch the
on
episode?
I did.
Yeah.
He said she might come
behind the
back. I think it's a BTS kind of situation. Bittersweet. Oh my gosh, that works
Yeah,
out so well.
but I don't know. It just sounded like it's not like she was just saying like it's not over.
Oh, for sure.
That's what
Yeah.
I caught as
That-
well,
that's
to
what
be
I was
honest.
saying.
But I was more. Anyways, we'll let them talk about
We'll
it.
let
for
you guys
themselves.
talk
Yeah, let
about
you guys
it.
talk about
But
yourself. Okay, you go. You
It has been so much fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
It has.
Actually, has been so much fun. Yeah, I think you guys are some of my favorite. Like in the friendliest
Wait,
way,
why didn't you say people?
competitors.
Yeah.
Competitors. No, like even in this like space, it's like
Yeah.
we're kind of like we're sharing attention more than fighting for it.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, it's just been heaps of fun with the two of you.
But they're better than us because they won an Amari. So shout out to you guys
Don't do
for
it.
winning an Amari before
Yeah.
all this happened.
And unrelated, shout out to you guys for creating Amari.
Yeah, well, I think it's so beautiful what they've been able to do. Honestly, what they've been able to do as a brand has
Yeah,
been
nah,
phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh, we always say in
the
terms of
Westminster
events,
collab as
They've
well, they had.
they've honestly
Wow,
killed it.
bro.
Like,
Yes,
They
for real.
in terms of creating a brand for themselves as two black women killing it, doing what they got to do, the
sure.
community space as well, stepping into hosting for different people, now curating,
Also
Right.
projects,
creating
Council
starting-
stuff.
doing product shoots, whatnot. It's crazy. None of us have been able to do that.
Guys
You know
are
what I mean? And like
amazing.
we need you to tell us how you do that. And thank you for
Trailblazers for
creating
sure.
the door now for us to walk in and occupy. But no, it's genuinely beautiful what they've been able to do. And yeah, man, I think we're all
Where's our
gassed.
Fenty collab, idiots?
Fenty and Puma.
It's because we're the ugliest podcast in the world.
River got gas just then.
I was about to say on
Yeah,
other
you tell
notes-
him to keep his mouth shut.
River got so gas.
on other notes, Ramadan is over and talking trophies are
Is back.
So welcome back.
Tune in,
Welcome back. It's good to have you.
Man, I think it's
Good
beautiful,
to
man.
have you.
Ultimately, what we're seeing
love it
going on
all.
around us, man. Everyone's killing. Everyone's doing amazing things. I think
Are there
it's.
any new podcasts recently?
That's what I was
There
actually
is
going to
one,
ask.
but it's
There
not
is.
here in Melbourne.
What?
Right.
I think there's one with like 3 girls.
But that's not even from
But it's
Australia.
not
Oh,
Melbourne.
the 2
It
girls
is
in Perth,
Australia.
yeah?
In Sydney,
The
Perth?
two-
Okay,
Perth?
Yeah.
You said 2, you saying 2, you're saying 3.
Maybe we're thinking of
the
different
thing
ones.
had like GH3, so I thought it was 3, but I'm guessing it's 2.
No, you're talking about Henrietta's sister.
Yeah,
That's 3 girls in
yes.
Sydney.
Sydney.
There's
Oh,
2
there's
girls
another
in
one.
Perth as well.
Okay, there we go.
Well, I want to see
Also,
what going in
yeah,
Melbourne. That's
people
dope. Keep a lookout for that for Australia. But Melbourne-wise, I hope this. I don't know. No. I'm sure. Obviously, there are. We're just not
I
aware.
want to tap in more. Yeah.
Galacticos, yeah, they're Melbourne based. Yeah,
Melbourne,
Melbourne
yeah.
based. Yeah. Galacticos
Shout
obviously
out to
killing it
them,
too.
they're killing
Galacticos
it.
killing it.
Yeah.
Clear.
I think now if we talk about like the lifestyle pod, conversationalist style, aside from like obviously Student Booted is up in there now too, is doing their thing. But yeah, I would love to.
Bro, they're killing it
Yeah.
in the football space. Like
Absolutely up there,
everybody in the NPL A League is even aware.
Tuned
of it.
in, yeah. That's sick. Honestly,
Like,
sick.
serious
I think
numbers.
that honestly, it might be their space that
I
they
think
use.
they're gonna. It could be the space. I think they're gonna even surpass our Instagram following soon.
That's dope for them, man. Yeah,
Love that.
See, and that's
Already on
quick.
400K. Like, can you believe that? We're only on 399.
But there's a lot bubbling, man. I
Yeah.
think honestly, even put us on game for people that are also doing pods that maybe we're just not aware of and we're not in that niche. And then let's even have a convo. I think it's dope when we do pods with podders.
I like it.
You know what I
it's
mean?
always
It's fun.
And I want to, bro, invite me to yours. Far out, man. Don't make me have to ask. Invite me, bro.
Back up to yours.
Yeah, man. Let me come over to yours for a bit, man. But yeah, that's us, man. Yeah, I think we should skedaddle.
Hey, dude, thank you for joining us for another episode.
Yeah, dude. Hope you like that one.
Hope you like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming of age.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, dude. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Amen, bro.
Share this with a friend of yours. And
Let us know who's winning the beef, bro.
we'll see you guys next week. Leave a comment now.
Honestly.
Send us dilemmas. We want dilemmas.
Oh yeah,
Fresh
we've
new
been lacking.
dilemmas.
Well,
Please.
I was gonna
from
say you
4
can't
months
send
ago.
it to Bittersweet anymore, but the podcast still exists, so you can still do that.
And send some dragons.
He's trying it again. Let's leave. Peace.
Goodbye.